Present you as he turns. This great leader, Chief Apostle Lamar Miller Whitehead. Come on.
Well, good morning. Good morning, y'all. Yes, I'm a little pity already this morning. But good morning to everyone. How are you all doing? Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. What's going on? Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. We got some things to get into this morning, okay? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Um okay, cool. Well, again, good morning. It's Thursday morning, all right. And good morning to everybody. Huh? Good morning. Listen, we are here to discuss a couple of things. We're going to be talking about Nene Leaks, honey. And y'all know I love Nene Leaks, but we got to talk about Nene. We got to talk about Larry Reid warning Bishop Jakes. Swallowed. Have you ever been swallowed? Swallowed. Okay, so we're going to talk about Bishop Jackson, Larry Reid, and then we're also going to talk about some highlights from Destiney's interview and just kind of my thoughts on Destiney's interview overall. Okay, so that's what we're going to be discussing today. But before we get into anything, make sure you guys hit that like button as you guys come in, and remember that everything said is alleged in my opinion, and it is for entertainment purposes only. Okay. But I hope everyone is doing well. Let me speak to y'all. Then we're gonna get into our little announcements, and then we're gonna move on. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all something, then we're gonna move on. Okay. Good morning, Sweet Essence. Sweet Essence was the first one in the house. What it do? What it do? Good morning. Good morning, Bama Girl 012. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Amber. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Terry. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Trinity. At some point, come on with a big high. I know that's right. But hey, we understand about the work. We understand. We understand. Um, Good morning, Kay. Miles, how are you? Shout out to Simply Elegant One in the chat. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Ramel. Good morning. Good morning, Keita Walker. Good morning to you. Good morning, Gwen. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Cheryl. Good morning, Budget Wait. Good morning, Miss Tara. Good morning, Miss Deshonda. Good morning, Miss Vispy Wiley. Okay. Good morning, Miss Lysandra. I know that's right, y'all up in here. I come on up in here. Good morning, Mama V. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Miss B. Good morning, love. Good morning. Good morning, Nagiti. Good morning to you. Y'all like y'all was laughing at the bishop. Good morning, Swamp Talk with Louisiana Chick. Honey, I have thoughts too. What's going on, Jamie? What's going on? What's going on? Okay, what's up, Diego? What's going on, my brother? What's going on? I sound muffled. Do I sound muffled to anyone else? I asked about this sound now, and y'all say y'all could hear me. So what's T? Do I sound muffled to anybody else? When I asked y'all about this sound, y'all said yes. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Let's see what it's doing. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. That's all right. We just gonna do this. I ain't got time for this shit. All right, I know y'all can hear me now, y'all. Anywho, this about to make everything hard this morning. Ain't nobody got time for this book, Swiss. Okay, anyway, I know y'all can hear me now. But good morning, everyone coming in. Honey Green. Yeah, I just disconnected my mic. Good morning, Purple Queen. Shout out to Baby Girl 1981 for the super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, so this is better. Oh, child. Okay, hold on 1 second.
Present you as he turns. This great leader, Chief Apostle Lamar Miller Whitehead. Come on. this great leader, Chief Apostle Lamar Miller Whitehead. Come on.
All right, I'll deal with the rest of this bullshit later, child. All right, anyway, good morning to everybody. Good morning, Schoolboy. Let's see, Schoolboy that came up in here. Shout out to Schoolboy. Shout out to Clyde. I see a couple of you guys have come in afterwards. Anywho, let's get into a couple of things, guys. The first thing I want to discuss is my good girl Down to the Baddies reunion. That is none other than the Queen, Nene Leakes. Listen, I feel like Queen, what we doing? And that's what I feel about that. I feel like Queen, what is we doing? That's exactly what I feel about this. I don't like it. It ain't gonna make me tune in. Okay. I just don't like it. I feel like it's very ghetto. I feel like it's very like, Nene, you better than this. Now I saw some people talk about, oh, this is right up Nene's alley. How? Y'all will say anything to sound stupid. Y'all will say anything. How? Since when have Nene ever hosted something that was alongside of Baddies? Somebody tell me. Somebody let me know. Never. You ain't got to tell me. Never. I think this is very ghetto. I do. I think this is ghetto. All of them, they don't do nothing but fight on them reunions. And I ain't feeling it. Now, what I will say is I'm quite sure she got a good coin out of it, a good nasty coin out of it, but I think it's very ghetto. And I think it's beneath her. I do. I absolutely do. I don't know who else feels that way, but that's how I feel about this. I think it's very ghetto. And then also too, Zeus is in the news right now because everybody allegedly is sleeping with somebody and catching something and doing something and this and that and that. And it's just doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? They have been in the news a lot over there at Zeus, over the last couple of days. One leaked something about sleeping with the CEO allegedly, and him allegedly spreading things, and somebody saying it ain't true, and then somebody coming back and saying it's true, and somebody saying it's not true, and it's just doing a lot over there. And I just again feel like this ain't it. Just my thoughts. What are you all's thoughts? Do you find this a little tacky and ghetto? Because I do. But again, I'm sure that there's a big nasty coin. Yeah, it's absolutely about the money, but I'm just saying morally, I think that it ain't a good thing. But hey, listen, I believe Nene is the type of person that she ain't dumb, she ain't stupid, and I do feel like she's getting some bank from this. I do. I'm a little surprised because it's Nene. I am. I'm not gonna hold you because at first, I was thinking that they were gonna say New York. See, this is more up Tiffany New York Pollard's alley than it is Nene's alley. And that's just how I feel about it. Y'all know how I feel about Nene. So I just think that this is gross because all of them women ain't doing nothing but fighting the whole entire time. I don't watch that. But when I was on Twitter this morning, I saw somebody make literally a post that said, that literally said next to it, like, all of the people who are on there and who they could possibly be fighting. It was a long thread. So, honey, hope you got your security in. And hey, I guess it is what it is, honey. You got the coin. We'll just let's see what happens, child. They recorded it last night, from my understanding, I think. So we shall see, or today, I think it was last night. Because they were going live afterwards, talk about some folks had black eyes from getting beat up and all of that kind of stuff. And, so yeah, I think that this is definitely up Tiffany New York Pollard's alley versus Nene's. I do agree. Yeah, Zeus unfortunately is not going anywhere, honey. Anywhere. They're going to keep putting things out. Y'all see Nick Cannon is associated with Zeus now, so Zeus ain't going nowhere. If anything, it's going to get worse. Once she sat on the couch with bad lighting to try to start that one show on YouTube a couple of years ago, I think I kind of lowered my expectations of Nene. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Well, listen. And then this gal here, this is supposed to be Lemonel's wife, y'all. And let me tell y'all something. The people that's talking about him allegedly spreading stuff and sleeping with different people and stuff like that, she don't care. Clearly, she do not care. She do not care. Just as long as he keep bringing in the millions, I don't think she cares. Okay, he can do whatever he wants to do. There's a lot of people talking about, ain't he married? Ain't he married? What they mean? What they mean? Nothing. So Luminale and his wife here just don't care. So, honey child, we shall see how it goes now. We shall see how it goes, child. In my opinion, it's very, very gross. But here we go. All right. So I want to move on. I want to say prayers up to Snoop Dogg's daughter. Yeah, she has experienced a stroke. And so we want to lift her up in prayer. 24 years old. And listen, a lot of these illnesses and different things that go on, y'all, they do not have no age limit on them. We got to take care of our bodies the best way that we can. I don't know if she's stressing or whatever the case may be, but I want to send prayers up and pray that she definitely gets better, because there's no telling what's going on. And hopefully the doctors are able to figure out exactly what's going on, but we want to lift her up in prayer because it was a severe stroke. Okay. So I wanted to bring that up this morning as well. Okay. There's a couple of other things I want to talk about before I get into my main two topics. And y'all, first of all, I don't care nothing about what they on her saying about Erica Banks. I don't. Can y'all tell me what's wrong with this right here? Somebody tell me what's wrong with it right here. Somebody, anybody, please. Y'all, okay, y'all might be mad at me for saying this, but somebody need to check on Mama D. Mama D back there looking like she done went on to be with the king. It ain't no shade, but Mama D really do look like what is going on? And then you need to open your eyes like you're doing now, because you look like you over there saying, Tamala man, take me to the king. I don't have much to bring. Because Mama D, this funeral home makeup, I'm so sick of it. I know your cousin that own that funeral home is doing your makeup, but I swear to God, when you look at her right here, she looks like she has went on to the upper room. And y'all, don't play like that, but I'm just saying that makeup ain't it. Whoever is doing her makeup, they need to stop. Okay? I don't care really what they saying about Erica Banks. I don't follow Erica Banks like that, nor do I follow Nicki Minaj like that, and I don't care. But I really could care less about what they talk about. I care more about her looking like she read Casket Shaw. That's what I care about. Y'all can't tell me she didn't look like she was casket shy. before she really opened her eyes, child had me wonder. I said, Lord, she finna sing a solo. Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring. Mama D need to quit. She need to quit. She need to quit. Somebody go over there and get Mama D a new makeup artist, a new makeup artist. Okay, because ain't no way. Okay. I said, somebody need to check on Mama D. Okay, listen. Here's something else I want to talk about. Beverly Johnson, child, reveals secrets to maintaining her slim figure during her modeling career. Baby, the Kokiana, the Kokiana, my, the Kokiana, the Uncle Ben's rice, and 2 sunny side up eggs, baby. Oh, Beverly, my. Yeah, she is. She's a classic beauty. I will definitely give her that, but I ain't gonna hold you. I said, oh, I'm in love with the cuckoo. I gotta quit. Okay, I ain't gonna hold y'all. It kind of had me a little gag, just a little bit, just not much, just a little bit though, just a little bit. Let's get into this real quick. So it says, neighbors, it's no secret that Beverly Johnson was a bombshell back in the day, okay, and still is. Let's be clear, okay. But what was the secret and how she maintained that slim figure throughout her modeling career? That is until now. During an interview with Page Six, she revealed that that models often use coquina in place of food. Okay, I'm in love with the cuckoo in place of food. Okay, and we were led to believe that cocoa was not addictive. She said, if y'all did it in place of food, how wasn't it addictive though? Anyway, let me keep reading. We didn't know cocoa was addictive. Everyone used drugs back in the day, but that particular drug for models was used because we did not eat. Child. Johnson says that she added variety to her cocoa meals. Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm trying to understand. What you do? Sprinkle it on the rice like it's salt or something? No shade, but what did you do? Did you sprinkle it on the rice? Did you sprinkle it on the rice? Did you bust that egg open? Is it a burnt egg? What kind of egg is it? Did you pop the egg open and sprinkle it on top of the egg? Listen, honey. Anywho, Johnson says that she added a variety to her cocoa meals. I remember eating 2 eggs and a bowl of brown rice a week, she added. Oof. I would hate to be a model, honey, because ain't no way. Ain't no way. You about to take all these rolls and titties and stuff because ain't no way. Ain't no way in the world. Anyway, I found this very interesting. Very, very interesting. I understand what it does for you, but this it's a little different. It's a little different. Okay. I'd rather just pop up on the scene with titties and all, honey. Titties, belly, whatever you want. I can give it to you because ain't no way. Knowing people who be using the coquiana as like, you know, the I don't know, child. But anyway, shout out to Beverly Johnson, honey. She's still looking good with the used to be Coco and everything, child. She's still looking good out here. She's still looking good. She's still looking good. Well, all right. Congratulations, ma'am. His stomach growling. Her stomach was touching her spinal cord. That's how hungry she was. That stomach was touching that spinal cord. Do you hear? Okay. Um. All right. So let's move on over to no, it ain't the same thing, Jay. Don't try it. Don't try it. Don't come up in here trying it. It ain't the same thing. We're gonna be very clear. There's a difference between weed and the coquiano. Okay? It is not the same thing, honey. It's not. It's not. What we do to you, the coquiano don't do, baby. So don't come up in here with that junky mess because I ain't sprinkling. I ain't sprinkling mine on no on no bed of rice, baby. I I I ain't sprinkling mine on no bed of rice, baby. He ain't even come in here and say good morning, honey. He came right on in here talking about gummies. It ain't the same, baby. It is not the same. It is not the same, honey. But when we doing the weed, it ain't the same as the cool. Okay. But I am very curious because I mean she said they had to do it in their modeling career. I want to know who else did it. I do. I want to know who else did it. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, but let me tell you, them gummies will you ain't lying. They will have you slumped down, huh? And don't fool around. And don't fool around. Don't fool around and eat too much, child, because you really gonna be laid out somewhere. Okay? You gonna be somewhere laid out. Here. All right. It was probably snot dripping on them. Ooh. I don't know. In my mind, I can't get over it because I'm really thinking. Uh, okay, Casey Johnson said if she was a model in the 70s, everyone knew Coco. Everyone knew Coco was addictive. By then, just say you didn't care. Oh my. My. Okay, Trending at some point. Thank you so much for being here, baby. I like to be alert. I don't know. I would like to know. I mean, of course, they only gave us surface level details about that, but I really would like to know some more details. I just want to know: did you sprinkle it in the water that you boiled the rice in, or did you wait till the rice was done? You sprinkle it on top of the rice, or what you do? That's what I want to know. Brown sugar is upper weed is a downer, and weed is great for many things. Plus, it's from the earth. Talk about it. Oh, booger sugar. My bad. I don't know what I read. Booger sugar is an upper. Weed is a downer, and weed is great for many things. Well, there's also some weed that's not necessarily, a downer. It's something that'll up you up, it keep you up, but not them edibles, baby. The edibles gonna sink you down. Okay, they gonna sure enough sink you down. Okay, all right. Let's move over to Bishop Jakes and Larry Reid, child. Shout out to almost 200 in the room. Please make sure you guys hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Jesus. Okay. I'll fix that in a minute. All right. So yesterday, Larry Reid did give us an update on the whole Bishop T.D. Jakes situation. There was a couple things that I took away from the situation. I did listen to his entire live, but y'all know how I am. I don't play people's live that I haven't gotten permission or anything like that. So I do encourage you all to go listen to it. But bottom line is, at this particular point, Manasseh Jordan, the son of Bishop Bernard Jordan, according to Larry Reid, has obtained a team of attorneys who is definitely going through with a lawsuit when it comes to Bishop T.D. Jakes. I still stand on what I said when it comes to Jakes. I feel like, again, that Christian post should have been enough. It should have never been a situation where you felt like you needed to address it in the pulpit or address it in the way that you did, because what it did was it caused it might have triggered some people, and it caused some other things to happen behind the scenes, as far as, you know, people feeling a type of way about how you conducted yourself. Uh, you know, people get upset when you're doing certain things like that. And so I feel like he just did not handle this well. And I feel like this is kind of going to be a never ending saga. Larry did disclose that there are a couple of other people who he's talked to in regards to this. One of them had like and this is all alleged, but one of them had like a 17-year relationship allegedly with Bishop Jakes, and all of that. And y'all know we talked about the grooming thing. We don't have to go back down that avenue again, because it is kind of triggering to a lot of people. However, what I will say is, based on what Larry was saying yesterday, there's an individual who Larry has talked to, and he gave the name over to Jake's team for Jakes to actually talk to this particular person. And apparently Jakes has not talked to this person, which means, you know, when you don't talk, other things happen. And again, I feel like this is going to be never ending. I do. And I said that from the beginning. And you have other pastors now in their pulpits, like semi-addressing Jakes, and also Creflo Dollar. Creflo Dollar was also, there's supposed to be like a scandal around Creflo Dollar as well. And honey, it's just all interesting to me, to say the least. Now, what I will say is, some of this, like, if you don't tell this particular side of the story, if you don't do this, if you don't do that, um, you know, it almost sounds like some of this is going to the extortion level, in my opinion. So this is why I say, even when we cover it here on this channel, we are extremely careful with some of the things that we are saying in regards to this, because that, to me, all those the semi threats about the money and stuff like that, again, that can be seen as extortion. So we have to be extremely careful with that. And I just it just I don't know. It just seems like it's going to be a lot, and it seems like it's not going to end. Hey Tracy, do you believe this is headed to be similar to the Eddie Long saga? If I'm honest, it does give Eddie Long tease, and I think everyone has been saying this from the beginning, that it gives the Eddie Long tease. Um, but I don't know. I don't know. I can't really put my hands on it to say, but I do feel like um some of the things that happened with Eddie Long, we are seeing happen in this situation, or see play out in this situation. But I think that people should definitely be careful. I didn't tune into the video, but y'all know St. James drops in from time to time. He's a content creator in the church sector. And I saw a video that he said yesterday. Well, I saw the thumbnail where he said that his his uh, his channel was struck, and Bishop T.D. Jakes' ministry. Uh, Now, a lot of people people were saying that they didn't think that that was real, that it was someone, you know, maybe allegedly posing as someone who works on his team, or a situation where someone on his team may not be working directly with him, but out striking channels. Listen, here's what I will say, and I think I'll stand firmly and say this, and I think content creators, just be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful. Okay. Be careful playing their videos over there from the Potter's house. Be careful doing all that stuff. And you know, they can't strike you based off of your commentary. Okay. They cannot strike you based off of commentary. Okay, let me be clear. A copyright strike or anything like that is not based off of your commentary. Okay. Because your commentary is your commentary. So there's something else that is going on that people are doing. Like, I don't know if you guys are using like sound bites. I don't know if you're using his sermons, a piece of his sermon or a piece of what he said. But listen, just be careful, y'all, because as you can see, any and everything is being attached. And you know, they're gonna shut the peoples up, you know, or try to at least. So yeah. Hey, Silent Sister, what's going on, lovely 31 Blueprint? What's going on, Catherine? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Brittany? What up, Harold? What up, everybody? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? So for me, again, we can say, you know, what we want, but I say everybody just be careful, because we don't need no stuff hovering around. Now, I do wonder this. I do wonder this. Do y'all not find it strange that they ain't really came for Larry? And I understand about the whole little alleged money thing, right? But I think it is crazy. I'm just saying, I think it is crazy that none of them have come after Larry in a way that we've seen publicly at all. Mm. Hmm. Hmm. That's a little eyebrow raising, you know, concern there. It does make me wonder. It makes me wonder several different things. But yeah, I've been scratching my head on it. I've been definitely scratching my head on it. I do feel like there's a reason why they haven't come after him like they coming after these smaller, and no shade when I say this, but when I say smaller people, Larry, Larry has 151,000 subscribers on YouTube. I believe St. James is at, he may be at 9K, I think. Let me see. Yeah, he's at 9K. So I find it very, very, very odd that they haven't really come after him like that, but they're coming after the smaller people. I do find it odd. I was about to say, why has no one come from Larry? Yeah, I do. I'm not gonna lie, I do find that a little interesting. I do. I thought Larry shared his own tea when. I mean, Larry might have shared his own tea, but I'm more so speaking about what he was stating yesterday. And just stating overall with the whole Bishop Jakes thing, it seems weird that that they're not coming after him. Not really a copyright strike though, Catherine. I'm talking about more. Not really copyright striking. I'm saying more, because he's giving more details, he's giving more names, he's giving more things. So it does seem a little suspicious to me. But I don't know if I heard that they gave Larry a copyright strike. I don't know if I heard that, but even if they did, I'm more so speaking of, since Larry is doing the most of the general talking in the public, it just seems weird that they're not addressing him in that manner. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this is going to continue to go, child. They're saying by the end of this month, by the end of or the beginning of next month, it'll go. Could be, could be, could be, could be, could be, could be. But it does still seem strange based off of, because at the end of the day, y'all see that he's still putting the stuff out there. It would seem like to me something could be done. I mean, Tracy, like they doing everybody else. Pause don't have to be put on you to stop you from talking. Pause do not have to be put on you to stop you from talking. I think that Reid knows something about. Oh, of course, that I'm not putting past it. You know what I'm saying? But I still find it strange. If there's a claim, there should be a legal. Well, Bright Light, from what I understand, they're working on it. They are working on it. One of the things that I did find interesting that Larry said yesterday, which is it is somewhat true. I think it varies by state, but about the predatory grooming and different stuff like that. Of course, you know, that's more of civil than it is criminal, especially when you're an adult. And it does make sense. So a complaint is definitely necessary. They're saying that they'll put the complaint in by the end of this month or by the beginning of the next month. So again, we'll see. We shall see. Good morning, Chef Dynamite in chat. I'm late and watching up screaming at time 12:42. Child, he's a fool. MJ is supposed to, yeah. So we shall see. We shall definitely see how this is going to go. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. And I'm quite sure you'll see the updates on YouTube for sure. All right. All right. Let us move on, child. Let us move on over here to Miss Destiney Payton Williams. Okay. Miss Destiney. Okay, before I get into like some of the things that she stated, I got to put this disclaimer out there because I think my issue, sorry, Destiney did an interview with Dear Wifey Podcast. I shared it with a lot of you all in Patreon and told you guys to go listen to it and go watch it. I don't honestly have time to do a watch along because the interview is an hour and a half, and y'all, I'm working this week. So, but what I will say is that I don't condone DV in any sort of way. And I think that there were a lot of, in my opinion, there were a lot of heavy allegations made in this interview. And what I said was, I feel like Destiney is telling the truth in some areas. In some areas, I feel like I need to hear a different side. I need to hear the other opposing party in some of these things. Meaning I need to definitely hear LeBarrick's side. Now, will we ever hear LeBarrick's side? Probably not. Probably not. But for me, it seems like, and again, don't get me wrong, there are areas where I feel like Destiney was definitely telling the truth, but there are areas where I feel like I want to hear the other side. I want to hear the other side, period. But Destiney has a pattern, okay? Destiney has a pattern. And I tried to go into this interview without thinking about that because it will kind of mess you up. I ain't gonna hold y'all. It will kind of mess you up going into the interview with the preconceived notion of how you feel about Destiney. But for me, I do want to hear the other side. I don't take the DV allegations lightly at all. But again, there were some heavy things that were said in the interview that that I would like to hear. So there were a couple of things in the interview that she did talk about. One of them, she did give us the timeline on her and Moses's her and Moses's relationship. And she mentioned that now both of them, the producer, the alleged producer and Destiney. Now she did make it known that the producer was not working or was not a producer at the time when her and Moses started dating, when they started dating. She also says that Moses told her that her and the I don't want to get the lady name wrong. Y'all know it in the comments. Somebody tell me what the lady name is. The producer. What her name is. What her name is. In the areas, I do definitely believe her, but then there are areas where I was like, ma'am. Sonny. Okay. So she stated that her and Sonny, was her Sonny was her field producer. And that's who she was assigned to. She stated that she was gaining a relationship with this producer. And she stated that Moses and Sonny met at her birthday party. But then also she stated that Moses told her that him and Sonny was cousins. I said, now wait a minute. That cousin thing threw me off. I had to go listen to that about 3 or 4 times. But then I heard something about folks and stuff like that. These his folks. And I'm like, okay, well, which one is it though? Because just because you say you know somebody or you say you grew up around somebody, it don't automatically make you folks. So what do the folks part mean? Because then you said cousin. But what did the man really tell you? Now that was something that I ain't gonna hold y'all. That was something that raised my eyebrow a little bit. Because I was like, okay, wait, is it cousin? Is it fellow? What is it? What is it, Disney? What is it? What is it? But I also see where she stated that they had broke up. She said that she had just wished him well. But then the guy from the Dear Wifey podcast, I can't think of his name either. He asked her, what would you have done had they come and had a conversation with you? And she said she didn't know. That Tracy, that's what I'm gonna get from it. This is why I say there are things that Destiney had me like questioning, because again, I'm in my mind, I'm trying to figure out, did they know each other before the birthday party, or you're saying they met at your birthday party? Because that her specific words was, she stated that they met at the birthday party. And I was like, that's what she said, Tay. That's what she said. She said that he told Tom they were cousins. And I said, oh my. Oh my. Okay. So, now in this interview, she stated that her and Sonny had was garnering a relationship, like they were building a relationship. It just, to me, y'all, if I'm honest, I can see where you might feel some type of way about that happening, but if y'all was just friends, I mean, If he want to go get with his cousin, I mean, just let him go get with his cousin. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm sorry. That cousin thing threw me for a loop. I ain't gonna hold y'all. So let's get into her talking about her arrest, child. So she stated that she feels like it was kind of a setup, being on Crime Stoppers, because she like a semi celebrity, around there in Huntsville. So they had her on Crime Stoppers. She said someone made a call and had her on Crime Stoppers. And I know exactly who she was saying probably made that call. But she states that she has never had a utility contract in LeBarrick's name. And it just, I don't know, y'all. For me, I think the thing also with Destiney too is nothing was Destiny's fault. Nothing was Destiny's fault. Nothing was Destiny's fault. Nothing was, well, I did this or I did that. Nothing was that way. Everybody else did it. And for me, that's what really raised my eyebrows with her about some things being the truth and some things not being the truth. Because you did not, in my opinion, take any accountability in your marriage. You didn't take any accountability in any of your relationships. Even I heard you throw a little slugs at, Love and Marriage Huntsville cast. I heard that too. For me, it just seems like you did not. Everything was everybody else's fault. That's the reason why I say some things I can probably believe, but then there are some things that really got my head spinning like, girl, what we doing here? So that's why I say I everything was everybody else's fault. And I know you're not innocent in these relationships because you specifically stated that one of your traits that you don't really care for is that you can come off aggressive. These are her own words. These are her own words. She also stated that he asked her, would she ever go back on Love and Marriage Huntsville? She said, yeah, because she feels like her story is not finished and she feels like she has more to tell. But did your story really ever start on Love and Marriage Huntsville? Because you know what? I'm not going to do that. But she said that she still has things that she wants to talk about. Her story is incomplete. And I could see that, but I also think that you kind of had the opportunity to do this, because if y'all recall, she said last season at the reunion, well, I'm sorry, not she said, Carlos said that the producers, everybody said that she was hard to work with. And my thing is, again, you just did not take any accountability, even with your stance on Love and Marriage Huntsville. It's like no accountability was taken. And again, I'm not saying that she lied about everything. I'm not saying that. I do feel like some things just was not the truth. So she says that when she found out about being on Crime Stoppers, Martell called her. And Martell talk about, oh man, what's going on? You all right? You over here on Crime Stoppers. And she said she thought Martell was playing when he told her that, so she hung up the phone. But she said that her dad, I guess, was looking at his phone and he got a notification on his phone, and she began to talk about, that particular situation and having to go turn herself in and asking what was she being detained for, locked up for, not detained because she turned herself in. But I just again think that there are areas where she just wasn't telling the authentic truth, in my opinion. Yeah, she did. She said that being aggressive is like, that's something that she needs to work on and all of this kind of stuff. She talked about being aggressive. She did. She sure did. CK is going to bring her back in using this DV to have a storyline and get back at Mel. Well, I mean, let's just face the facts, right? If she comes on and however she decides to tell her story and however the producers decide to twist it up, or whatever they decide to do with it, my thing is, I, I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is, though, and I try not to say too much, but what I do know is there were moments where Disney was trying to play dumb. And I ain't gonna tell y'all the moments, because if I tell y'all the moments, then y'all will know some things. I might just share that on Patreon, but there were some moments where she acted dumb, like she didn't know certain things, and I found it to be so wild. I think you guys should go watch this interview for yourself. Because there are areas I just don't, I can't see a lot of the truth in some of these areas. And that's just me being for real. But then there are some areas where I believe her. And one thing I'm not going to do, and I've noticed that a lot of people are doing this, y'all really count out LeBaric. And honestly, y'all, we don't know LeBaric's side, because LeBaric don't get up doing interviews. He don't talk to people like that. So to me, I think it's very weird that we take one particular person's story and we run with it, and we ready to shut LeBaric out as if we've heard LeBaric's story. There are some things that LeBaric has done to Destiney that I don't really agree with, but at the same token, I think that I want to hear his side of the story. I can't count him out when, I mean, he was a part of the marriage too. Like, in my opinion, this is just my opinion again, I don't think we should count him out. Although, again, I told y'all that I don't play about the DV allegations or anything like that, but I do feel like, I feel like counting him out, making him sound like he's just this monster, I think is crazy as well. I think it's crazy. I think it's crazy. But that's just my thoughts on that. I watched the whole interview. This sounds like Martell's story. Honestly, I think we all flock to LB because of her history and from what actions we see from her. In my opinion, Dusty has never came across as loyal and honest. It was unprofessional of the host to make a pronouncement based on one side of the story. And I agree with that. I think just open up that olive branch to just tell him, hey, if you want to come on the show to tell your side of the story, hey, we're open to that. And just kind of move on. But it did give me that we just ready to count that man out when we ain't heard his side of the story. And that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that Disney is not telling the truth about a lot of things pertaining to him. But my thing is, again, I want to hear both sides. I do. I do. I think that that's right. A lot of people are online dragging that man. And I feel like, to be fair, we gotta hear. We gotta hear. Again, will he probably tell his side of the story? I don't think so. I don't think so. But that's just how I feel about it. I'm not going to naysay the DV. I would say I believe he was upset about him not being a junior. And it could be that, again, things could be true, but I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of wrong to get one side of the story and not literally listen to what all is going on, because we all know that the truth can be fabricated. We also know that lies can be told too. So that's just being honest, and I think that's being fair. That's being fair as well. She also mentioned the house. She kind of hinted on you know, people saying that she was squatting in the house, but she couldn't get the home refinanced, um, and things like that. Um, she mentioned that stuff. She mentioned quite a bit in this interview. Um, so yeah, can one of the mods get the link and put it in chat for me? I think you guys should go listen for yourself. Yeah. And I started off by saying that I'm not, please understand this. Y'all know that me, out of all people, I don't rock with the DV stuff. I don't rock with that at all. I've lost 2 sisters to DV. I don't rock with it whatsoever. I just think, again, I would like to hear both sides of the story, to just figure out exactly what's going on there, because we've only always heard Destiny's side of the story from day one, of what she could talk about or what she would talk about. She mentioned also too about mentioning him in interviews and mentioning him on the show. It was in the divorce decree not to mention him on the show, but it wasn't in the divorce decree that she could have mentioned him in interviews, which is very interesting, because remember when Carlos King had his nightcap show? Thank you, Simply Elegant One. When Carlos King had his nightcap show, remember, she brought it up on the show that she could, I mean, that on his show that she could talk about the situation, but she couldn't talk about it on Love, Marriage, Huntsville. So that was another interesting take to me. She also stated too that LeBaric has reopened the divorce. And listen, I don't know. Again, I need to hear both sides. I do. I need to hear both sides. Again, I'm not discrediting her story in that manner, but I want to hear both sides. I do. I do. But shout out to her for being able to sit down and do more talking than what we've seen her do on the show. That I will definitely give her. I feel like she did give more than what we did know about her. So I will say that. I will say also, when it comes down to the Moses and Sonny situation, I would like to hear their side of that too. No shade, but I would like to hear their side of that too, because that's not just a one-way street. It's not a two-way street, but honey, that's a multiple lane avenue that we have to go down if we start speaking about Moses and Sonny. Okay. But I ain't gonna lie to y'all. The cousin thing had me gagged. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me play our favorite video. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Perfect.
Present you as he turns. This great leader, Chief Apostle Lamar Miller Whitehead. Come on. Present you as he turns. This great leader, Chief Apostle Lamar Miller Whitehead. Come on.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, let me see where some of the right. The Soto Duchess, where's Diamond and Daryl at? Okay, let me read y'all comments because I wasn't focused on them. Yes, Chef, you're correct. We need 2 sides of the story. And I want to be fair. You know, I have my thoughts about Destiney, but I do want to be fair. I do. I want to be fair, but you know, the other person will have to be willing to tell their side of the story in order to, you know, do that. But I don't think LeBaric wants to wants to do it. Everyone not fame hungry and everyone not fame and TV hungry. He seems to shun the spotlight, so she's able to get her story out, and he just takes the legal route. Oh, she better take heed to your comment though, Courtney Clark. She better take heed. She better take heed. She claims that she wants to protect Law, but her interviews will be all over YouTube. Law can potentially see those as well. Okay, good point. Usually, an abuser doesn't leave you. He divorced her, which is strange. Okay, y'all making some good points. Courtney Clark, that's exactly what I'm saying. I remember things. She's been double talking and telling lies. And also, what I said I was going to do was I was going to find that piece of the reunion from last season where she was grilled about Moses. And child, we'll get into it. Now reopening a divorce, how sway, y'all help me in the comment section. It wasn't like reopening, but what did she exactly say? Somebody help me. She said something about you could go back and do something with it was something about reopening it for sure. I don't think that was the correct term to use, but she said something to that effect. The video is hilarious. I know it's gonna get y'all every time. He reopening the part of her speaking on him. It sounds like he's opening more after listening to the first part of that interview. This video gets me not he look like Flavor Flav. Exactly, but we're supposed to believe the switch up. She's all over the place. Destiney also said that her mom and brother were deceased, and that was her reasoning for not giving Law his dad's last name. But yesterday, she said that her mom is yet living. Now I know her brother unfortunately she did talk about that in this video about her brother getting unalived, and you know, that's horrible. That is definitely horrible. And I do sympathize and empathize with that particular piece of her story for sure. But yeah, I didn't hear about her mom being deceased, honey. That was news to me. LB seems to do all his talking in court. Yeah, I agree. I thought she said she can't talk about LeBaric on Love and Marriage Huntsville. So she said that's what she said. She said in the divorce decree, in the original divorce decree, she couldn't speak on him on the show. But what I was saying was, remember when she did the nightcap with Carlos King? He was brought up on the nightcap, and Carlos asked, could she talk about it? And she said, I could talk about it on your show, but I can't talk about it on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I don't know if y'all remember that, but she did. She definitely said that. That's what it's called. Okay. I just had to make sure, honey, because you know I get the terminology wrong. She said he reopened the divorce, which makes no sense. Okay, I wanted to make sure I got it right. I did. I don't think that he's that guy to start doing interviews. He's letting Destiney hang herself, and she is doing a good job so far. She can't talk about LB on the show, but she can drag him in interviews. She wanted the reality world, not him. There's so many untruths, aka lies, she's told that if she is a DV victim, she makes it questionable. Court records reflect that she was the AB and not the victim. I did see Trent. Shout out to Trent at some point. I did listen to that video yesterday. Honey child, sugarfoot. Honey child, lamb chop, sugarfoot. I don't know what you want to call it, but it sure had me like, whoa, okay. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Moses is an opportunist, just saying he's the common denominator in both relationships. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Let's see. She actually said her grandmother was deceased. Okay, I was about to say I didn't hear the mother part, but I could have missed it. It's probably multiple things in the divorce decree, and she keeps violating them. Last night, another CC went back and found the scene. It was on season 2. She mentioned her mom, but never said that she was deceased. She sure did say her mom was still alive. Wow. She just be lying. Yeah. Me personally, I've never heard her say that her mom was deceased. I have to be honest. But you know, what does reopening the divorce mean? Never heard of that. She just explains that he keeps like the way she was explaining it, and y'all can correct me, but it was like he was adding things that she was doing that he wasn't necessarily rocking with, so he decided to reopen it, I guess. And I don't know, child. And don't ask me. I don't know. How can you talk about it in one platform yet not another? That seems odd. Yeah, she just said that it was a part of her divorce decree, her original divorce decree, that she couldn't speak about him um on the show, but she could speak about him in interviews. And if she just talking to a homegirl or homeboy or something like this, I guess she could mention him, but she couldn't mention him in on the show. Initially, she said that she was the last child to carry her dad's last name, and that's why she didn't want to change her last name. Mm, child. Let me tell y'all gotta go watch the interview for sure. I'm not gonna lie to you. I watched the whole thing. Like, typically, sometimes I check out of people, that I don't really feel for like that. But I do think that you guys need to go check out this. Now, what I would say is I do want to hear even Moses' side of things too, and Sonny's side. I need to know how this went about. Did you tell the girl that y'all was cousins in real life? Like, what happened there? Something didn't something up with that. Okay. So I'm interested in knowing, y'all. I just gotta be factual about it. Again, do I think that some things were the truth? I do, but do I think that some things were not the total truth? Absolutely. She's never spoke positive about her ex-husband. She always dragging that man. She finna mess around, and he gonna get full custody if she's found guilty of that forgery charge. Child. Ooh. She says that she has a story to tell, and she will go back to the show. Yeah, she did say that, but her story is revolving around LB. And if she can't speak about him on the show, what is she going to talk about? She could talk about Moses. In my opinion, he is opening it due to her violating some of the stipulations. She also said that his opening up is up was to punish her. Yeah, she did mention that. She did say that. Moses and Sonny part was probably true. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Cause how did they know each other? They've been knowing each other for some time, but then they met down to your birthday party. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just asking. Do you think it's odd? Um, her and Martell are still friends, and Mel and LB are friends. I just find that interesting. Um, were they all friends separately beforehand? I can't really tell you because I don't know. What I do know about Destiney and Martell is I guess, child, they got a friendship. I don't know. I mean, Destiney. Okay, I'm gonna stop calling her that. Destiney. We don't know in real life because Disney pretend like her and Martell been friends since high school, and the people have been able to clock her timeline and figure that her timeline and Martell's friendship is not it. That's what I do know. I do know that because folks clocked that last season when she was telling, when they were talking to about Melnica. Remember when they was talking about Melnica? Yeah. A divorce can be reopened in some circumstances, even though it is not very common. There are three main ways to do this. Request a rehearsing within 10 days after a final judgment. If there was no, if there was not an error or a mistake of law during the trial, show that the other party engaged in misrepresentation or fraud during the settlement. Oh, now that's interesting. She said that was not in the divorce decree. She said that she agreed to not talk about on the show. Yet when she did interviews with bloggers, she told them that she could not talk about her marriage. Martell and LB were friends. Destiney and Martell were friends, and Mel met them both through Martell. Okay, there we go. I'm just telling y'all, the people had clocked it already then. The people had already clocked it. And y'all know I'm not making this stuff up because y'all watch the show like I did. When that whole Melnica thing was coming about if Martell and Melnica had ever done anything, y'all remember that. I ain't making it up. Mel knew LB's mom via college. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I don't know what to damn believe. I can't with this with the yeah, I listen. Harold, it's a lot. It is definitely a lot. I just feel like she had moments where things could have been the truth, and there are moments where things weren't the truth. Oh my lord, Missy 72, right? I see your comment, honey. Oh god. Okay. I think his mom was Mel's teacher. I think I've heard that too. I think I have heard that take. I think I have. Um. So yeah, I just feel like I want to hear everybody's side of the story, and then we can make it from there. I I feel like that's the fair thing to do, right? I don't want to go in on Disney too bad. Um. Yeah, I don't want to go in on Disney too bad, but I do think that there are multiple sides to the story. I would like to hear LeBarrick's side. Will we ever hear LeBarrick's side? I'm quite sure we won't. But it ain't too late to hear Moses and Sunny side upside. It ain't too late. It ain't too late. It ain't too late. Yeah, she did, Casey. That I did know. But y'all remember it was a thing where they was talking about how long Martell knew Desney, because Desney has given different time things on the show. She also stated that she had been the breadwinner in the marriage. You know what? Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Oh, child. Y'all play too much. Y'all play too much. Okay, so let me. Dang. Simply elegant one. If you had that link again, can you drop it in the comment section so I can pin it real quick? And then I'm gonna just have a little talk with y'all, and then I got to get to work, y'all. Y'all messy. Well, Destiney did say Penny Loafers did sleep with all his female friends. So you know what? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Let's see. Maybe her and CS are sister wives. Who is C? Oh, the slow hoe. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna get ready to put this in the comment section. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. And then I need to pin this comment. All right. So I just pinned the interview to the top of the chat so that you guys could go watch it for yourself. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was an interesting listen. It was definitely an interesting listen. So y'all definitely go check it out. Cause it again, I feel like I just feel like I need to hear multiple sides. I do. Oh, and she had gotten the house refinanced, but LB would give her the mortgage statement to close the deal. She definitely said that. She definitely said that. I want to know what happened between her and Belinda. And from my understanding, she didn't go into that. That is interesting. Got me in here talking to myself, saying, "Who said that?" Oh, okay, Jamie. Well, listen, if y'all want to listen to it, honey, and you want to get a good listen, head over there to hear the interview in full, and let me know what you guys come up with, because I think you'll take different things from it. Now that makes no sense about the refinance. Well, honey, my sole position is around there in the the insurance department. I don't know nothing about the refinance. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna pretend like I do. But you know, that's just what she said. You know what I'm saying? So those were kind of the key points. Also, she did talk about her mental health. She talked about being on a mental health journey as well. So, you know, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Wait, I want to hear his side of the story. I'm going to jails this weekend. What's you going to jail? Wait, jails? Wait, jails. What's that? Journey to Jasmine. What's jails? I might have to figure this out. What? I'm going to jails this weekend. Where's jails? Oh, his restaurant. Oh, okay. 'Cause I thought there was another way of you spelling jail. And I'm like, why is you going to jail? I am so sorry. I'm over here like, wait, what? Okay, sorry. Oh God. I was like, I really was over here scratching my head, like, wait, what? Okay. Ooh, child, too much coffee this morning. Too much coffee. Too much coffee. Okay, so I have some unfortunate news. Um, and actually, it's okay. It's okay. The beauty of this is other opportunities will come from this. Uh, so I think you should reach out to LB Show. I don't think he want to talk to anybody. And this is being honest. I I that's just being honest. I don't think that he'll sit down with anybody, to be honest with you. Um, yeah, I just don't believe that he'll sit down with anybody. Hey, hey, Cinnamon Swirl, I can explain the refinancing part. Um, I'm trying to think the refund. Oh, about the about the VA loan, and her not. I guess my only question about that would be, could she just not refinance it? No shade, based off of her. You know what? I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna do it. I need to go to the gym and work some of the y'all play too much. Okay, so I'm just gonna say this briefly to the people that are here. Oh, now she lying. Oh, Jesus. Whew. Are you going to the restaurant this weekend? Well, let's just go ahead and let me just give y'all this bit of tea. Unfortunately, I have canceled my trip to Huntsville. Okay, so I am no longer going. Which is okay. Like I said, I think other opportunities will come about on a child. It's a little disappointment, but hey, it'll be all good. For those of you that will be there though, I need y'all to represent. And I also need y'all to do me a favor. I need y'all while y'all there. If if Carlos asks questions, I need y'all to ask good questions. Okay. Okay, let me say it again. I need y'all to ask good questions if they open up something that happened to the audience or anything like that. I also need somebody to be able to tell me who that special guest is going to be besides Mel. I want to know. Okay. All right. So who gonna be able to tell me all the tea? Who's gonna be able to tell me all the tea? If you are refinancing something in your name, you don't need the other party's info that was on the loan. Child. I'm not going anymore, guys. I'm not. But if you are going, that's an interesting thing. Let me look at that real quick. Let's see. Ta-ta. Oh yeah, y'all. It's gonna be freezing cold around there in Huntsville. So the weather is stating that on Saturday it's gonna be 23 degrees. Um on Sunday it's gonna be 38 degrees. So y'all make sure you pack up something, you know, and also too, think about Sunday. Think about the fact that the doors open 2 hours before the show starts. So I'm quite sure there's gonna be some lines outside. So make sure you guys are warm as possible. Um, 38 is the high for that day. So you can only imagine once the sun goes down, it's gonna be colder. So y'all make sure you're bundled up, wrapped up, tangled up, and tied up in Jesus' name, huh? Someone last night that lives in Huntsville said that they are getting more snow tomorrow. So Carlos may cancel. Now, one thing I will say is that those tickets do say that, if something comes up, they will most definitely cancel it. So remember that. Remember that. Remember that. Oh man, I wanted to meet you and cut up with you. It's gonna be a time. Listen, I want y'all to have a blast, honey. Have you a blast. Um, and enjoy each other's company. Enjoy each other's company. I think okay, come on. I'm not sure who's going live. I'm not sure who's going live. Uh but hey, it's okay. Um yeah, I think the content creators who are going is like, I know Queen Sheba is still going from my understanding. I think you got Queen Sheba, you got Miss Black Titanic, you got Here for Hot Tea. There's several content creators who are going to be going. I was gonna create a whole vlog for y'all and stuff like that, but ain't going, and that's okay. But y'all be safe and have lots of fun, take lots of pictures. Okay, take lots and lots of pictures. I don't see any snow in Huntsville forecast today. They have some rain. Now if they got some snow and it just ain't melted and stuff like that, that may be the case. But today's high is 39, Friday is 37, Saturday is 23, Sunday is 38, Monday is 50, and Tuesday is 51 with a 60% chance of rain. So just be careful out there. Yeah, Queen Sheba's going. I know, like I said, Here for Hot Tea and a couple of other people are going. I love when you say, huh? It's all good, Harold. You know, it's all good. It's all good. Let's see. I saw somebody come in here. Um, okay, maybe I did. Hey, Miss Denise, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Okay, so let me announce this and then we are going to go ahead and get off of here. Hold on. All right, so you guys do know that the giveaway slash raffle slash surprise drawing is on February the 2nd. Okay, so here are the rules. Of course, again, this will include 7th Avenue Beauty Brand, and it will also include J. Taylor's Home Fragrance as well, with a couple of surprises. And how you can be entered into this drawing is by donations of $20 or more to the crowdfund. And if you don't want to use crowdfunding, you use Cash App, just put crowdfunding in the memo line so that I know exactly what it's for. And also, too, multiple entries equal multiple chances for you to win this giveaway slash whatever. Okay, make sure that you put crowdfund in the memo line if you do send it via Cash App. And I have had a couple of you guys who have donated anonymously on the crowdfund. If you do that, please send me a screenshot via DM or whatever that it's used, so that way we know to put your name in the drawing. Otherwise, I don't know it's you, because it's anonymous. And even if it's anonymous on the back end, I don't see any emails, I don't see anything. So make sure you send me a screenshot of you if you have it. The sun is supposed to be out Saturday and Sunday and Monday in Huntsville. Your sun gonna be out, but it's gonna be cold as I don't know what. I don't know where you at, a Journey to Jasmine, but honey, 23. Nope. Cause Huntsville still snowed in from the other day. Work and school been canceled for the last several days. Oh my, not work and school. My. Okay, so can you all do me a huge favor on your way out? Can you guys please make sure you hit that like button? Oh, you in Houston. You're in Houston. See, Texas is getting better weather than we done had for the last 2 days. Thank God. For sure. Oh, Lord. Not folks collapsing and stuff on stage. Oh, my Jesus. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my. And let me tell y'all here, what we dealing with a lot here is them pipes being busted. It's pipes busted everywhere around the city, child. And that ain't no good because, you know, it takes the peoples forever to fix it. Okay? It takes the people forever to fix it. Yes, thank God it's going to be a little bit warmer than it has been. So, anyway, I want to say thank you to, I don't know if I thank Baby Girl 1981 for her super chat. I appreciate that. And then I also did receive a cash app that I wanted to thank someone for. Hold on. I'm just saying, Miss RS, thank you so much for the cash app. I try not to say y'all government name. And then also there was someone who gave yesterday. Cross country, thank you so very much. I appreciate you. I didn't get a chance to, I don't think I saw it until after I got off of the live. So I want to thank you as well. Okay. So today, y'all, we discussed quite a bit. We talked about Destiney, we talked about Nene, we talked about Bishop Jakes and Larry Reid, and we talked about some other things. Listen, my hope is that you guys have a great rest of your day. Don't let nobody else mess it up. And you know what Auntie Tab was saying. If you can't have a great day, don't you go messing up nobody else's, okay? Don't you go bringing nobody else's spirit down because your spirit ain't right, okay? Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Get your spirit together, huh? Get your spirit together. All right, with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. I appreciate you all, and y'all have a good one. Bye.
Present you as he turns. This great leader, Chief Apostle Lamar Miller Whitehead. Come on.